Hello, you amazing friends. Welcome to our International Networking Zoom. Can you please give a round of applause for the most sexy person next to you? And thank you for coming in early. I was just saying before, we had this one Zoom where basically two people were here at 2 minutes to, then 10 minutes later, everyone rocked up. So you're all here nice and early, and I really appreciate it. So I just want to say a big welcome to a legendary Zoom tonight. Now, tonight's Zoom is a chance for you to connect with each other, talk about what you do, and even ask for what type of referrals and introductions you're after. And also too as well, our Zooms are open and inclusive, meaning you can promote your own business network, your own meetups, whatever you want to do, you absolutely go for it. Just remember, it is being recorded, so keep it all clean and positive. And just so you know as well, a new thing as well is with the recordings, I actually email it to my database. So once we finish it and I get the recording uploaded to YouTube and that tonight, I'm actually going to email the recording to my database tomorrow, 5,000 plus. So a lot of people are going to see you in action. So put your best foot forward. So just want to say a big welcome. And just an honourable mention as well. I just thought I'd let you know, in an upcoming few weeks, Mr. Z won't be around to run the Zoom. So Simon's going to be running one of our Zooms. Give a big wave and shout out to Simon. So for one of the upcoming Zooms, you'll notice that Ed all of a sudden is slightly better looking with a better smile. That's because Simon will be running that Zoom. So big thank you to Simon. Really appreciate it. So just say a big welcome. Now, one thing is please use the Zoom chat to connect with each other. Share your LinkedIn links, share your webinar links, and connect with each other. And one thing I want to introduce into our events as well is feel free to talk about what kind of referral you're after. So if you're after a type of referral or type of client, feel free to say I'm after X person. There's absolutely no problem with doing that. So just want to say a big welcome. The other thing to mention as well is Marnie and legendary Jules are our guest speakers tonight. Can we wave to Marnie and Jules? I was going to say, Marnie and Jules, did you just want to say a really quick hello before we get to you ladies later on? So Marnie and Jules, quick hello from you two winners.
Hello, everybody. It's lovely to be back tonight. I've been away for a little while, but here I am. I'm back and looking forward to sharing some gold nuggets with you shortly.
Oh, and what does Jules think of this situation?
Yes, I'm super excited. It's, again, great to be part of this community and really excited. Marty and I have literally been working, really like tight to the finish line to launch something that we've just launched today, basically, which is super exciting. And we will share some gold nuggets with you guys later in today's meeting. And just really excited to learn a little bit more about each of you and find out, how we can support you guys and vice versa. So yeah, really looking forward to tonight's session.
Oh, Jules, we love you. Big round of applause to Jules and Marnie. And Jules and Marnie, what we're going to do is once everyone's had a chance to speak, we get through everything, we'll bounce over to Jules and Marnie. Probably about half an hour, 45 minutes into it, we'll do it. Now, to open the event, I want to open with strength. I want to bounce over to legendary Naomi J. And Naomi J is one of our meetup leaders, and she helps run Melbourne. Naomi, how are you and what's going on?
I'm very well. I've had a really busy week this week. It's been power-packed, I think. I've churning out the logo designs this week. So, yeah, no, it's been pretty fun.
I got to say, you're kicking it. What does it feel like to be so much in demand you can't even make yourself a cup of tea?
Oh, well, I do manage to get my coffee in every morning, and that's a definite plus and a need. Yeah, look, it's really lovely, and I think it really has helped me to identify who my ideal client is. So whilst I'm very busy, I make sure that I'm working on projects which really tick all my boxes, and it makes the process, and I guess it alleviates the overwhelm in that sense. It makes every job or every project really enjoyable. So yeah, it's really good. And that's really great. Otherwise, the trade-off would be that you wouldn't enjoy what you were doing, and what's the point?
Exactly. And so well said. I'm going to say as well, I'm just going to share screen in the moment. I want to share with you some designs I did over the weekend. And I was wondering if you're impressed with my design effort. Now, I play a certain video game called XCOM 2.
Oh, I love this.
And one of my characters is actually Naomi. And what does everyone think of my design of Naomi? Did I get Naomi right?
You need curly hair.
Trust me, Ed, I live with her, and yes, that's definitely her.
Oh. Well, that looked like her. That got it. That's as curly as I could get the hair. There we go. That's who put up your hand if you think that's definitely. I got Naomi right. Did I get Naomi at least close? There we go. So
I was saying to Simon though, I think I work for EMEA because I'm wearing yellow and black.
Exactly. So there you go. So I don't know. I just think that that's Naomi. And if you were fighting aliens, Naomi, you'd walk around with a gun that
Oh,
side.
absolutely. Yep. Guns out. Yep.
There we go. There we go. But no, Naomi, great having you with us. Naomi, you're a master networker. I was just going to say, do you have any networking tips for everyone to get the most out of the Zoom experience, Naomi?
Yeah, look, I guess Simon and I have had some really lovely feedback from a couple of our regular Meetup attendees. We meet once a month in Melbourne, and it's been really lovely to know that people from different walks of life, let's just say that, let's be diplomatic, everyone, no matter who you are, where you come from, what color you are, what gender you are, whatever you deal with, whatever, they feel what the feedback has been is that they feel incredibly welcome and comfortable. And I think that has made us feel really, really happy. And that's what our aim is to do, to make sure that we are all inclusive always, and that we provide a really open platform where people just feel really inclusive. And I think that's really important. And to get that, I guess that valid feedback has been wonderful.
And you're doing an amazing job. Naomi, can we give you, Naomi, a round of applause, which is amazing? Great having you with us. I just want to bounce over to Sheena Kane. Now, I'm a huge Sheena Kane fan, and that poll I showed you guys earlier that got over 300,000 views, Sheena kind of inspired that. And Sheena, I was going to say, it's great having you with us. And how have you been and what's going on?
I do going through same as Naomi and Simon. There's a bit of a change of weather coming through the place. It's going from maybe kind of spring to maybe kind of winter again. Actually, being Victoria, a lot of what I've been dealing with is employees that don't want to get vaccinated.
Wow.
And helping companies look at different options there, as well as look, if it comes down to termination, what processes can we follow to be ethical and defendable.
Wow, crazy times. I got to say, and just for the sake of the record, if there's anything controversial that is very hard to deal with, I think your middle name should be controversial, because you're not controversial, but your whole life is dealing with. I've never seen you deal with a normal issue. Everything is controversial. I've never seen you order a coffee or do anything normal. It's always death or die type of choices you make.
Hence why, look, the poll about Christmas is really very relevant. I remember some years ago talking to an equal opportunity specialist. The issue would come up with a company, and I'm like, they've got parents saying, no, you absolutely cannot have Christmas at the childcare centre. And I'm like, what do they do? It's like, well, you respect all religions. You celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, and whatever other holidays, festivities, Ramadan, anything else. It's just like you go with all of them and you have fun with them, rather than go, oh no, this one thing we can't do. Yeah. Because Christmas is also, it's such a hodgepodge when you look back into history of so many different things. The fact that we have it on the 25th of December does not fit in at all with the Bible, with the Middle East at the time. It's just a fun time to get together and eat a lot.
There we go. I got to say it, Sheena, you know how to deal with controversy. And Sheena, you're at a high-level HR consultant, aren't you?
Correct. So a big part of my job is keeping companies out of the Fair Work Commission in the nicest way possible.
Oh, beautiful. We love you, Sheena. Can we share a round of applause? Just want to bounce over to Sheena. Sheena's legendary. I keep an eye on Sheena because Sheena says controversial, crazy stuff. That's part of her job. And I'll stick that in a poll and get hundreds of thousands of views. So keep an eye on Sheena's stuff. Now, enough about me and all that. What I want to do is just want to say a big welcome. In fact, actually, before we get into things, we should take a quick photo. Can we take a quick photo? Is that okay? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What I want you to do is turn on your webcam right now. Look in the lens. We'll take a few photos throughout the event, but let's get one right now while we're all fresh before we all get mangled and tattered and all that. So turn your webcams. And what you want to do is you want to lean forward, look into the lens and do a cool pose, okay? So 3, 2, 1, smile and hold the pose, you winners. Absolutely sexy, people. And I like Naomi's pose. You got her highlighting a certain high level metal and rock on her one of her fingers. So there you go. It's congrats. And by the way, just a quick recap as well. If you weren't aware of the news, if you've been living under a rock, Simon, after all this wonderful time, had finally proposed to Naomi, and Naomi accepted. So big round of applause to Naomi and Simon again. It's just a pleasure. And so in fact, Simon, while we're talking about you, did you want to respond to those serious allegations I made about you?
Yeah, thanks, Ed. Well, as most people know, I'm a big softie, and of course, last Sunday when I did propose, I must admit I did the right thing and told her how wonderful she was, and sat her down and tried to explain why I wanted to marry her and all that sort of thing. And of course, I was an absolute blubbering mess and couldn't get my words out.
Oh, did you cry? Did you cry?
I did.
Oh, yes. Yes. I love your man. Your man tears
she
bring me joy.
didn't even shed one tear.
Yeah.
So
man tears make me so happy.
Come on, I was in a bit of shock because I was like, why are you getting so emotional? What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah. Did you crash the car, Simon? What the hell did you do?
Well, all the messages that I've received, and I've received many, many, many text messages, and I think 98% of them basically just said, about bloody time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but anyway, yeah. No, look, it's now all official, and yes, she's got a big rock on her finger, so she's happy now. She calls me her penguin.
A penguin? Is that because you're so happy and smiling and you got that cool move about you, is it?
No, because penguins mate with one person for life.
Oh, gotcha. They're not like rabbits. They don't get around the rabbit thingy, don't they? The burrow. There you go. The burrow.
Yeah.
There you go. No, cool, man. And did you like my design of Naomi? Did I capture Naomi well holding the big gun and all that? Did I get Naomi's character well?
I must admit, when you and I spoke about that a few days ago, I must admit I did look at it and I went, you know what, you've actually got that spot on.
Yeah.
So I think Naomi likes running around and cornering people. So I said, I think my exact words were, Ed, just be careful because she'll get you.
There you go. And so I'm glad I was able to nail her. And Simon, please tell us a bit about you and what you do.
Yeah, for those that don't know me, my name is Simon Bowden, and I am a marketing business coach, and I've been a coach now for just on 30 years. And absolutely love what I do. And I'm passionate about helping my clients succeed. But I've got some fantastic news, Ed.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm extremely excited this week because I have finally launched my online platform, my Kajabi platform.
Oh, wow.
And the very first learnings are now they're already up. We've got a landing page there just for a few days, just to gauge people's interest, which has been running hot, which has been excellent. But the first one is called Be the Boss, and it's 48 modules. And the aim is to work through 48 modules, which is going to give you the absolute best plan to start your business. So it's ideally set up for people that want to start their business for the first time or have been in business for probably less than 2 years, that want to create for themselves the right platform. So there's 48 modules to work through. There's about 20 questions that you must answer at the end of each of those modules. And the answers to those will actually form the basis of your business plan. So it is amazing. It's got 30 years of my knowledge in there, and I'm happy to share. And as I said, I'm looking for people that are potentially wanting to start a new business for the very first time or have been in business for less than 2 years that want to get off on the right foot.
Legendary. And great choice with Kajabi. I always say Kajabi, Teachable, the two top platforms to launch programs such as this. So you chose a great platform too.
Thanks, Ed. And I just wanted to say thank you to you because over 12 months ago, this was all written down. I sat there during COVID and as Naomi would vouch, I sat there and didn't stop. And I wrote the whole course. And in talking to you, you said, don't publish it. let's put it online as a teachable, as a course. So I took your advice, and look at it is today. So I've got something that's ready to just about go live in the next day or so. So I'm very, very excited.
Oh, congratulations, Simon. And just before you run as well, Simon, again, like Naomi, you're a master networker. What are the networking tips you can give to anyone, be it listening to a recording or watching the Zoom now?
I think the biggest one I've got is, we've all been to a networking event, and we walk in there and it's like the first day of school.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily know anyone, and unless you go with a friend. And those people tend to gravitate towards the corners of the room. Now, that person may not be comfortable in talking, so make it your, make it your thing to actually go up and actually introduce yourself, because you never know, they might be your next biggest paying customer. I just don't like seeing people left alone. They need to be inclusive. And I think that's what we do with our Melbourne Meetup. And that's why we're starting to get some fantastic numbers. So, thanks, Ed.
Actually, a round of applause to you, Simon, and love your work. And quick question, does anyone here know Tremaine Murphy? Put up your hand if you know Tremaine Murphy.
Very well.
Yeah, now Tremaine's not in today, but I also designed Tremaine as well. I thought while I'll just show you Tremaine's design. So as a recap, if you just come in, I play a video game called XCOM 2, and Naomi's one of our troopers, as you can see right here, and also managed to do Tremaine as well. So this is my design of Tremaine. Now, Tremaine used to be in a band, so I used that rocker theme to design his resistance outfit. So does anyone think did I capture Tremaine all right? Did I capture the essence of Tremaine? There we go. So I thought I did my best. Well, there we go. My best to capture Tremaine. So does that look like Tremaine? Can I get a hand up? It looks like Tremaine. There you go. So I thought if he was definitely fighting aliens, he'd definitely wear a leather rocker biker outfit. I thought that was my interpretation of our Irish friend. So I just want to share that with you.
You're only missing one thing, Ed.
Yeah.
He needs the bagpipes over his left shoulder.
He does. He does. I don't know. I can give him a grenade launcher, but I don't know about bagpipes. But we can work on that one. So there you go. But I think it's good. I think if a train was fighting aliens, he'd definitely have his top half open fighting aliens. That's my view of Tremaine. And he'd probably be drunk at the time as well, but let's not talk about that. So great having you all with us. A big thank you. Now, just let you know as well, nice answer. Sure. A few people commented on Tremaine's butt, and Tremaine's response was, wow, I better hit the gym to actually look like this. Give me a few months. So I just say a big thank you. Just come in. Great having you with us. Just to let you know as well, if you want to sit there and be quiet and observe this whole meeting, you're absolutely welcome to do it. If you want to speak, you'll have your opportunity. So what we're going to do now is give you a chance to speak to the room. Now, please keep your microphones on mute unless you're speaking. And what you can do on Zoom is usually at the bottom of your screen, you'll have the reactions button. In the reactions button, you can hit the hands up key. And what's good about Zoom is it ranks it all in order. So if you want to speak, just hit the hands up key. And it ranks it all in order. And if you want to, and if you don't want to speak, that's absolutely cool. I won't pick on you. If you do want to speak, put up your hand. And if you haven't, and don't be shy as well. It's totally cool. And remember, it is being recorded, so please keep it clean and positive. And I will be emailing the recording. So I've got my personal database of 5,000 plus people. I'll be emailing this recording to my database tomorrow to give you more exposure. So without further ado, we've actually got Amir starting off. Amir's one of our meetup leaders, helps us run our Sydney meetups. Amir, how are you? How's life?
Wonderful, Ed. And I'm actually very shy. So for those of you who know me, in a group of friends, I'm happy to talk my head off. But when I'm meeting new people, or if I'm in a new crowd, I'm kind of the person sticking in the corner and just kind of watching things happen from the sidelines. But that's not me in business at all. It's kind of the opposite. And I've learned that it's more of a learned skill rather than a natural talent. That as a buyer's agent, when I'm helping somebody buy property, if I sit quietly, all the properties are sold. So the offers are made, the horses have bolted, and the only mare left in the stable is the one that's hobbling on 3 legs. So if you definitely want a chance of a horse, or you want a house that you actually like, then you can't afford to be shy, sit in the corner and make no comment. Eventually you have to step into the ring and go, you know what, I want one too.
Oh, beautiful. And I've got to say, Amir, you are absolute pearls of wisdom.
Chunks of gold, chunks of gold.
There we go. Love your work. Round of applause to you, Amir. A big thank you. And that brings us to legendary Kemi from London. Kemi, such an honour having you with us. What's the weather like in London today, Kemi?
It's cold, which I hate.
Yeah, freezing.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, my voice.
You've been raving again. You've been going to those London raves again. Have you, Kemi?
No, I don't rave. Yeah, so for me, I'm all about health and wellness. So if anyone's looking to improve their health, their wellness, beauty, and all sorts, I put my details in the chat box. Thanks, Edward.
Kemi, always a pleasure. Maximum love to you. And we've got Michael Gray, and Michael Gray is a long-term friend of mine from way back. And Michael Gray is also coming to our Sydney meetup tomorrow. Are you pumped for tomorrow, Michael? What's going on in your world? You have to unmute so we can hear your voice, Michael.
Sorry, I should have known that. I absolutely am looking forward to tomorrow's in-person meetup. It'll be great to see everyone again in person after many months of isolation. So, my name's Michael Gray. I run a business called MKG Events. We specialise in in-person events, online events, and hybrid events, and we assist our clients by doing everything in relation to the event, from the planning to the marketing to the production, sponsorship, media and PR, and whatever our clients require of us. So we do any event from 20 people to 20,000 people, from a couple of hours to a couple of days. So there's a very wide scope there, and we do a lot of coaching events, a lot of expo type events, charity events, and any kind of event that's not a wedding, a funeral, or a child's birthday party.
Oh, there you go. And congratulations for powering through COVID. I mean, if I can just be honest, not many event companies survived the lockdown, but you thrived through it, Michael.
Yeah, so we got through by doing online events and pivoting successfully into that. So during the COVID lockdown, for example, one of our clients saw an 830% return on investment through their online event, and made over $56,000 in sales from one 25-person webinar with us. Another client wanted 150 guests and ended up with 700 as a result of our marketing. So I guess making online work for our clients is how we kind of push through, where some of our competitors that chose not to kind of pivot into online. So,
and weren't they nuts? They were absolutely nuts. I can't believe a lot of event companies were just like, oh, let's just do nothing through lockdown and see what happens.
Doing nothing's never the solution to anything.
Yeah, that's for sure. But congratulations, Michael. I'm glad you not only survived, but you thrived, and honoured to have you with us.
Well, thank you. And it's an honour to be a part of this community and to have known you all these years as well.
Oh, pleasure. Big round of applause to you, Michael. And just let you know as well, as Michael and I were talking about, just let you know, if you're in Sydney, we've got our face-to-face meetup tomorrow. We're on tomorrow, Friday, 2:30 p.m. at Victory offices in Barangaroo. So this is our second one post-lockdown. So we're really honoured to have you with us. So if you are in Sydney, or you know anyone from Sydney, come on, it's a free meetup and part of our new experience, so come along to that one. And we've got Graciela with us. Graciela, how have you been? It's so good to have you with us. And how is life for you, Graciela?
Hello, Edward. How are you?
Welcome.
I have been quite well. For those who don't know me here, I am Graciela Ramon Michel, originally from Argentina, living in Melbourne now, and I am the founder of Graceful Coaching. I help people who feel stuck, lost, confused, and without clear direction. And I am passionate about supporting parents with special needs children in connecting emotionally with themselves so they can form a strong, conscious relationship with their children as they truly are. These are parents who are overwhelmed and exhausted and feel trapped in a tangle of emotions such as guilt, anger, frustration, and helplessness that come from the disorientation of coming to the terms with their circumstances and the lack of help and direction. I blend my life experience as the mother of a special needs child together with my coaching certification experience and positive energy to guide and support these parents. So please feel free to pass my contact detail to anyone who you think I can support or guide them.
Oh, Graciela, it's a pleasure. Round of applause to you, Graciela. And just a quick one as well. If you've just come in, again, we're going to take another photo shortly. So turn on your webcams and get ready for another photo. This is being recorded. We've got the wonderful Jules and Marnie, our guest speakers. We'll wait to Jules and Marnie probably in about 10, 20 minutes, or probably about 10, 15. They'll be our guest speakers, but we'll get through everyone first. But now's the time to join your webcam. If you want to say hello to the room, just go to your actions bar and hit the hands up key, and that'll rank you in order. Again, if you want to remain silent, please, absolutely. If you want to go for it, please do. And there you go. It was an absolute pleasure. So what we do is we'll do Nicole, then we'll take a quick photo. So Nicole, the floor is yours. How are you, my friend?
Good evening, Ed. I am fantastic. The week is great.
And you're winning. I see you pumping out all that great content. You're going from strength to strength, Nicole.
Oh, I've got a little secret weapon in my corner there called Marnie Homer.
Dangerous. A nuclear-based technology, Marnie Homer.
But I've been preparing I'm doing I'm a speaker at the Global Empowerment Summit next week. So I've been doing some preparation for that. And busy with the occupational rehab work. And it's been a very productive and great week so far.
And how's your wonderful app coming along, Nicole?
My wonderful what, sorry?
Your app, that great app that you have.
Oh, my app. Yes, it's getting there. It's a slow progress with app building, but we are definitely getting there. We've got about 400 users now across the world. The target is 1,000.
Okay.
So I did a podcast interview today with a lovely Gertrude Mache from New Zealand, and I had a bit of a plug for Rethink on that. And of course, all the content that's going out from fabulous Marnie.
And Nicole, you're winning so much. I'm going to say, keep up the absolute greatness.
Thank you.
A beautiful round of applause to Nicole. What we're going to do is let's grab a quick photo, everyone. So what I want you to do is let's turn on your webcams, lean forward, hold the pose, do something cool and different from what you did last time. 3, 2, 1. Big smile, friends. One more, friends. One more, 3, 2, 1. Hold smile, hold the pose. Beautiful, everyone. It's good. We did a great job then. Let's bounce over to John Attridge. John Attridge, great having you with us. And how are you tonight?
Always good, Ed. It's just the degrees that vary. So all happy. Nice to see everybody on the call. A couple of things. We've got a big live event up at London Excel next week where I'll be speaking on why 50% of people in business survive despite their best efforts not to, and the other half fail. So that'll be interesting. I've got my new book out, Business Blunders and Bloody Great Ideas. That's going to be launched at my Quantum show on the 2nd of December. One of the guests on that show is Ivan Meisner. Ivan was the founder of BNI back in 1985. And that's a great interview for anybody that's into networking. So I'll put a little link in the chat there. And if you want to catch up with the maestro and the originator of networking, probably have a look at that interview. It's a really fab interview.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. And in fact, actually, John, it's funny you say that. We actually met at the business show, didn't we? We actually met at London Excel when I went there in 2014, I think it was.
Absolutely. So, networking events, live events back then, and one connection led to another, and here we are all today. If you hadn't have done that, Ed, I wouldn't have been on this call. You changed my life forever.
There you go. And you're going to catch up with my old mentor, Stephen Thomas, while you're there too, no doubt.
I will see Stephen and Brad Burton and all that crew still networking away and all gone online now.
Yeah, there you go. In fact, a lot of people don't know. So I've actually, long story short, I actually used to be a business coach and marketing consultant before a election tanked my business. Then I became the Edwards here we all become loved today. So I got a bit of a backstory there a few of you might know about. So, John, great having you with us. And John, we appreciate you.
Love to be here.
I'll be a round of applause to you, John and Max Love. And speaking of Max Love, we have got the amazing Eileen Avad with us. And Eileen's actually speaking at one of our upcoming Zooms. And Eileen, so good having you with us. And how are you tonight?
Thank you very much, Ed. Thanks for having me. And hello, Ed, and everybody in this meetup. My name is Eileen Avad. I'm a leadership coach and a business coach as well. The problem I help are business owners who are tired, who are stressed, who have 30, 40 years and felt very lost in a transition, what we call midlife crisis. Yeah. And really very much in transitions, felt overwhelmed, loss of directions, and where their work is all about them, they felt a loss in identity. So I help them through aligning with their value, because their values are their driver. And sometimes it's about reprioritizing their value for them to reclaim themselves and reclaim back their energy. So that's how I help people in transitions. Thank you very much, Ed.
Pleasure. And when's your next webinar? Do you have a webinar coming up or anything, Eileen?
No, we have finished our last webinar in November, and the next one is in January.
Ooh, well, looking forward to that coming out, Eileen.
Yeah, thank you very much. Since of July, we launched it in Melbourne. We did about 5, and it's just been such an awesome experience and such a great. Thank you very much again to everybody, to your and Leslie's effort. So if anybody wants to get great participation, see Leslie and they helped you to bring the numbers. Thanks, Ed.
We're on a round of applause to wonderful Eileen and really appreciate it. And Eileen made a good reference to Lassie. Big wave to Lassie. Lassie is doing some stuff with the wonderful kids right now. So she's probably got a PC open and hearing us at the same time. So Lassie can hear us, albeit her cam's not on. So maximum love to Lassie. Great having you with us. We've got the amazing Baksha. Baksha, how are you? How is life in wonderful India for you?
Hi, guys. My name is Bhaskar. And it's just Bhaskar V. That's what I've been called since I've been a kid. And it's pouring in here at the place where I am in India. And it's raining cats and dogs. And it's been like that for about 15 days now. And I think it's going to continue for another 15 days. And a lot of houses have come down and streets have flooded. Okay. So, yeah. It's a bit of a mess, but otherwise I'm a systems analyst. I'm into artificial intelligence, data science, law, and a few other topics. So I really enjoy working in that space. I am a little bit of a cricket buff, sports buff, I should say, swimming, cricket, football, basketball, those sort of sports, tennis as well. But yeah. I'm trying to come back up again in life after some setbacks in my professional life. Things happen, but stayed strong and trying my level best to come back. But yeah, hopefully things will turn out to be fine. I will keep trying though. And Edward's been great. He's been a great connection. Yeah. So.
And the trick is you're speaking to a guy who's a homeless veteran a bit over a decade ago. So I'm a master of the comeback. And my big advice to you, and everyone, this goes for me too, is you keep the pressure on and you don't let toxic people stand in your way. That's my big advice to everyone.
Absolutely. I think I can relate to that in my personal life. I let a lot of toxic people in, trusted people at face value. And without knowing, I revealed a lot of things and got backstabbed. So that's pretty much it. And I trusted people. Sometimes I had to trust people, but I believe that the world runs on trust. but otherwise, but there are people who are out there take advantage of you. And my advice to people is to stay a little bit cautious and stay safe. Be happy always. Keep trying and work hard. Cheers.
Here, as the old saying goes, what is it? The price of freedom is eternal vigilance, isn't it, Bakshar?
Absolutely, absolutely. Totally agree with you.
There we go. Round of applause to you, Bakshar, and absolutely appreciate
Yes.
it. We got
Thank
the
you.
amazing Paul Adler from Philadelphia with us. Are you still in? Well, you were traveling. You still in Philadelphia now, or you've been traveling?
I'm back to Philly now. I was in California visiting an old friend, and I will not take up too much time because apparently I caught a stomach bug while I was out there. I still wanted to make it on though and say hi. It was nice being out in California. Certainly a different vibe, very much an Aussie vibe. There are jetties out there and a lot of surfers. So man, it was really nice. But getting back to Philly, it's back to the old market research firm that I run. Still doing a collaborative project with another Australian colleague of mine. Here we just do data mining, social media management, content writing. We're looking into many different places in which to gain more clients. We already have Australia, India, and the US. We're looking to expand maybe into Europe. And tomorrow I'll be participating in the United States Institute of the Diplomacy and Human Rights Summit, which I'm looking forward to. But other than that, I'm just sort of recovering from California, so to speak. And it's always a pleasure being on, Ed. You know that.
There you go. No, I've never spent much time in the California Republic. It's always been just during a day stopover on the way to New York or something.
Yeah, it was about an hour and a half from Los Angeles. It was near Ventura. It was called I think Channel Islands, and it was just beautiful. No, blue sea, gorgeous skies, everything. I think I sent you some pictures too. Yeah, it was beautiful.
You need to post them on LinkedIn. Your good old Californian Republic photos.
I just might, absolutely. Yeah.
There you go, Paul. Great. And I hope you get over your stuff. Please.
I just did a certificate from the University of Pennsylvania, Philadelphia.
You completed
it a couple of days back in Python programming.
Oh wow! I went to Villanova, which is right near UPenn. But no, I know many people have gone to UPenn. Yeah, and which part of India are you from? May I ask?
I'm in I lived for a bit in Mumbai. I'm in Bangalore right now.
In Bangalore. All right, yes. I've been to Mumbai. Not to Bangalore though. We could probably speak in either Hindi or Marathi, maybe. We'll see.
Hindi.
Gotcha. All right.
Well, just on that note, a lot of you, just so you know, and Pyle knows this very well. My favorite cuisine is Indian, and every Friday night I eat a samosa, and quite often I'll take a bite out of the samosa, put a photo on LinkedIn, and I'll say, there is no one on LinkedIn that likes samosas more than me. And it usually gets 10,000 views and pisses off a lot of people. So there you go.
Ooh, which is the best Indian restaurant in Sydney, Edward?
Well, and Pyle verified. In fact, Pyle should probably. In fact, I'm going to defer to Pyle. Pyle, how are you, by the way, Pyle?
I'm good. I'm good, Ed. Thank you so much for being so consistent, Edward. I can't tell you how much you inspire me every single day. Honestly, so much to learn from you.
Now, before we talk about you and what you do, what is the best Indian restaurant in Sydney? You're better qualified to answer that for both ethnic and just logical reasons. What do you think?
There are many. I won't, name one. So I was just at a restaurant. I've been out the whole day. So sorry, I didn't turn my video on earlier. So when I reached home, I turned it on. But I did log into the Zoom. I remembered that I have a Zoom today. So I'm getting there, Ed. I'm getting there with the consistency.
Oh, you're doing great. And are you excited for our meetup tomorrow? Are you able to hit that one?
Absolutely. I am trying my best, Ed. I'm trying my best to make it for tomorrow.
There you go. And before you go, tell us a little bit about what you do, Pyle. What do you do for a living and how do you help people?
Yeah. So hello, everyone. I'm a consciousness mentor and I help people to fix their lives, right? So just like a handyman, So I'm a spiritual doctor. So if you are feeling stuck in life, if you're feeling the life is not flowing the way you want, you're stuck somewhere, feeling anxious, depressed, sad, life is not working your way,
I can help you out. Also, I help people to up-level their lives. If you think that you've been trying to up-level professionally, and you've tried everything, you've done certifications, you've done a lot of stuff, but you're not able to up-level your life, I help you up-level your life in many ways. Personally, emotionally, mentally, spiritually.
Oh, beautiful. Pyle, we love you.
Thank you so much.
Pyle.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful. Now, what I was going to say is we're going to bounce over to wonderful Marnie and Jules shortly for their presentation. Just before we do that, if you haven't spoken yet and you want to speak, now is your chance. Just hit the hands, go to the reactions bar, hit the hands up key. Now's your time to speak if you haven't, because we'd love to hear from you. So just you go to the reactions tab, hit the hands up key and I'll rank it in order. And Tom's put up his hand. Tom's, the floor is yours, my friend.
Hi everyone, sorry for being off for most of this time. It was dodgy internet connection, so I only heard half of it, but at the moment looks like it's a bit better. Greetings from Tenerife again, still in my capsule hostel here. And yeah, having breakfast at the same time. And I'm a mindfulness and yoga coach, and if anyone wants to learn to love their stress, or just have a tarot reading as well, feel free to contact me. And also, I'm still open up for guests for my Love Your Stress podcast. So get in touch if you're interested to share or get more to know about, or just have a brainstorming session about stress and stress management. Thank you, and have a great night for Australians, and have a good day for everyone else.
Tom's, thank you. Pleasure. Tom's, great having you with us. And the man with the voice as smooth as chocolate, we got Will Zondo. How you doing, Will? What's going on?
Hey, my time is good morning, South Africa, Cape Town, Mother City. Good people to see. It's wonderful to be here. I am a coach as well. I'm a Lumina Learning practitioner. As you see, I call myself the ego's heart life coach. The ego inspires me so much. It's got about 7 principles, 7 characteristics that I use. I'm not going to talk about them today, but I have a question. I need help. I need help from every one of you. I'm dealing with a client next week, I think, and they want the link between, we're talking emotional intelligence. And so he's in the finance industry, insurance. He's got a small team. I'll be facilitating sales planning session brainstorming. But in there, I want to incorporate emotional intelligence and salesmanship, the link. And so if you have a book, suggestions, please drop them in the chat room. That will help me a lot. So yes, I'm a relationship coach. Thank you very much.
Will, so honored to have you with us. We'll round of applause. And if you can help out Will, please absolutely do. It's a pleasure. Justine Fox, how are you tonight, Justine Fox?
Good, thanks. How are you, Ed?
Always honored to have you with us.
Thank you. I just wanted to say hi, and also just looking to connect with any people in finance or women looking for help with skincare or makeup concerns or anything like that. So feel free to message me, and I look forward to chatting soon.
Justine, it's a pleasure. Round of applause to you, Justine. And Richard Thomas, I had a good chat with Richard on the phone today. Richard, all I can say is let's go, Brandon. How are you tonight, Richard?
Thank you. I'm not Brandon, but yes. Oops, sorry. There we go. Microphone helps. I'm not actually Brandon, but yes, I know where you're coming from.
You like that
yes.
one? I knew you'd like that one. I knew you'd like that. Let's go, Brandon.
Bit of left field there, but that's all right. Yes, yes. I'm the non-tall. What was it? What were we talking about? Non-tall, ugly, not very dumb sort of person in the room.
No, that's right. I alleged today, I spoke to you on the phone. I alleged that you're tall, handsome, brilliant, and great at technology. Those are my allegations I levied.
Allegations, yes. Whether I don't know if they're founded or unfounded, but there we go. Leave that to your judgment. So yes, good to be here tonight. Thanks, Ed. And yeah, I've been having some fun lately, just working on some more. Working on my real estate license in Queensland, but also working on my chatbots to help businesses get more leads. Fill the holes in the leaky bucket with their e-commerce and Instagram strategies that they do. For example, I was actually talking to someone today about, I don't know if anybody here knows about AppSumo. It's a website that, if you're in the marketing world, you'll probably know about it, but it's they have a lot of, it's like a shopping place for up and coming software. So if a new software app that's come out, they want to get more users, they go to somewhere like AppSumo to get those new users on board for a really good deal. So they have deals like, often have lifetime deals for new stuff for like $39, $49, $59. That's it, done. And I've picked up a good few things. Anyway, look, I was looking at their Instagram profile, and they're doing a big Black Friday sale coming up, and so I just made my own post based on my analysis of what they're doing with their Black Friday sale, and saw a few opportunities for something even such a big organisation as themselves, which they're multi-million-dollar business these days, and still not doing some of the things they could be doing to get more customers out of Black Friday, or at least hyper segmenting the people on their Instagram in their Instagram followers, so they know more about them. So that's it's interesting when you start looking around at these what other people are doing.
Beautiful.
If you want to know more, have a chat. Yeah, hit me up.
Richard, we love you. Round of applause to you, Richard. And it's very, very important. Love your work. Now, I'm just going to say real quick as well, if you haven't already, I'm just going to share the link now. Just share the link for our next networking Zoom. So our next networking Zoom is next Thursday, 8 p.m. Sydney time. Please book in on our link now, because the more bookings we get now, the more it pushes it up in the Meetup algorithm. If there's anyone you want to invite, please do. We want to do it. Now, before we bounce over to Jules and Marnie for the legendary presentation, and they're going to share some great ideas with us, if you haven't spoken and you want to speak, this is your last chance. So please just go for it. If you haven't spoken, you want to speak, let's go for it. And Tessa puts up her hand. Tessa, the floor is yours. And how you doing, my friend?
Hey, I wasn't going to speak, but I'm only going to speak because of Will, because I come in late and I didn't want to I felt bad not speaking. So my name is Tessa. I'm actually National Director with a brand new program. I'm a neuro change method practitioner. I'm also National Director of the company, and it's the latest in brain and mind science. And one of our modules that we certify practitioners in is around emotional intelligence. So I'll definitely shoot you some information about it. So yeah, it's an amazing program. It's all around the science-based, evidence-based self-development. So I'll shoot you some information, Will.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, too easy. And Tessa, so good having you with us. And I can tell you've been going from strength to strength.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Round of applause for you, Tessa. There we go. All right. Well, what we're going to do now is we're going to bounce over to our legendary ladies of power tonight, wonderful Marnie and Jules, and just let you know the way this works. Basically, it goes for 5 to 10 minutes. And if you can, please keep all your microphones on mute. And if you've got to ask any questions, just keep it chat only. So keep your microphones on mute just while they're going for 5 to 10 minutes. And also, too, as well, ask them questions. Make sure you connect with them. And just keep your microphones on mute till it's all done. Then we'll go to a hot mic mode. So Marnie and Jules, just to let you know what I've done is I've enabled screen sharing. So if you want to screen share, you can. If you just want to speak normally, you absolutely can. But just to let you know, I'm very lucky. Marnie and I go way back for many years. Marnie knew me when I was more of a business coach and marketing consultant before a bad election take my original business. Then I came back as the Edwardsie we all know and love today. And I recently met Jules through, and I was going to say, Marnie and Jules, so great to have you with us. And we'll start with Jules. Jules, how are you tonight? What is happening in your world, Jules?
Yeah, feeling fantastic and really nice too. I really love this platform, and just hearing each and every single one of you speak. So much gold in this community, which is just absolutely amazing. So great platform, Ed, and massive congratulations to you. Really great to be here tonight as well. And yes, Marnie has been keeping me busy. We've been in the process of launching something new. So just a bit of a background about myself. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I run multiple businesses, and one of those businesses is partnerships with Marnie, which we're going to share something that we're just launching with you guys very soon, and hopefully we can deliver some value for you guys to help you just become more seen and heard with what you're doing in your own businesses. One of my other businesses that I run is an international training and certification academy. So I actually teach and certify coaches internationally. So business coaches, life coaches, spiritual healers. I work with lots of health and wellness experts, fitness professionals, and then I run in-house training for the coaches. So with our training academy, we can teach them at practitioner level or master practitioner level, right up to trainers training level. And some of our coaches have gone on to literally go in and work with high level organizations and learn how to, reorganize teams for corporate management, getting values alignments happening. And sometimes, when there's company structures that aren't working so well, sometimes it's just simply you've got the wrong person in the wrong seat. And just not being able to identify their skill set quite well. And once you know how to really identify the strengths in your team and work out people's, natural genius zones and learn how to just tweak where they're at, literally you can create magic. So that's what I love to do. That's my passion project. And Marnie's going to share what we do together in our game-changing business, I guess you could call it. So I'll let Marnie take the stage, and then I'll probably jump back in a little bit. But that's a little bit about me and what I do. And while Marnie's talking, I'll also drop a link that will be possibly quite helpful for you guys as well. So I'll hand it over to Marnie, and she can tell you about what we do, because she's the tech genius behind what we do.
Yay, Marnie!
Thanks, Julie. Yay, Julie! Yay! Now, I want to say something very quickly. Like, this woman is an absolute powerhouse. She's one of the most beautiful souls that I have in my life and have had for many, many years, 4.5 years and counting. We've been very, very good friends. And it's an interesting journey because, we've looked at each other a couple of times on how we could collaborate, how we could, come together. But it just never really happened, you know what I mean? And I think it's now that both of us have reached a certain point in our journey, and it just makes sense. Everything makes sense. I mean, what I have in abundance, Julie has less of, and vice versa. And we've realised we're an absolute perfect match for each other. We complement each other in every way. She pulls me into line when I need it, and vice versa. And it's just a really beautiful collaboration that we've actually created here, and we're really, really excited about it. I wanted to start off with that because one of the things that I'm very aware of, and so is Jules, we're both very into building relationships where we're not the kind of people that will just come and hey, buy my stuff. It's not who we're about at all. We're about, building relationships. We're about forging ahead with authenticity and integrity and honesty. So, I mean, I didn't want to come on here tonight and say, I haven't been here for 4 weeks, but hey, here's my stuff. All right, that's not what I wanted to do. Right, but what Julie and I have actually done is we've actually created a game changer, pretty much. One of the things that I do, as most of you know, is that I'm the one you come to when you want to be seen and heard, like Nicole said before. I mean, Nicole, for example, has had an 893% increase in connections since she connected up with me and started working with me. And so I'm the girl that, I'm the girl that can get you published. Like, I've got Simon published several times and even got him on the first page of Google, which was pretty exciting. I'm the girl that come to when you want to get your socials out there, you want to be seen and heard by your target market, all of that back end stuff that you all know that you need to do. You all know that if you want to get ahead in your business, you've got to be seen and heard. But who's got time? Do you know what I mean? Who's got time to create all of the content you've got to create? Who's got time to write those blogs? Who's got time to get yourself on podcasts, get yourself published, to get yourself here, there, and everywhere? Well, we do, because it's what we choose to specialize in for businesses. And so what we've actually created is we've created a 12-month program that, covers everything for you. We do everything. We do your writing, we do your blog writing, we do your social medias, we get you published, we get you on podcasts. It's an absolute huge package. One of the things, though, that we noticed was that it's all well and good, and I think Simon will even agree with this, it's all well and good to have somebody doing all this stuff for you, and leads can be flowing into your inbox. But if you can't convert, if you can't sell, if you don't have the right mindset in there to be able to turn those into sales, then, we can throw as many leads as we like at you, but it's not going to make a difference in your business. So what we've done is we've actually created the Game Changer side where we do all of your content creation for you. But we've also brought the mindset in as well, which is where Julie's come. And this is something that we've looked all over, and we've not found anything like this. Some people touch on the mindset, but nobody goes really heavily into like personal breakthroughs and like actually digging right deep into your unconscious mind to find out exactly what it is that's stopping you, what's blocking you and holding you back. So by bringing two powerhouse women together who have got 50 years experience between us in business, we're able to bring an entire package together. But I didn't want to sell that to you tonight. What I wanted to actually do is I wanted to actually give. All right. So what Julie's done, she's going to pop the link down there. We've created our website. We've done everything. We've done webinars. It's all ready to go. But we wanted you guys to actually help us out tonight with two things. Firstly, we wanted to give you a copy of our free ebook, 9 Ways to Get Seen and Heard Today, things that you can do right now. Okay, that'll make a difference in your business. Now, Julie's just popped there, Authority Game Changer. But I also want you to go in, if you could, and go into the website, and I want you to press buttons. Okay, I want you to see if you can break it for me, right? Because literally, I finished this website 3 minutes before this call, seriously. So it hasn't been tested. It's so fresh, it's not funny. So I would love for you all to go in there and see if you can break it for me. All right, see what you can do and give me the feedback. That's what we would really love for you. And as payoff for that, then please take a copy of our free ebook, implement those things and go from there. So that's what I would like to give. And a lot of that I'd like to ask you to do. But what I'd like to do now is actually pass it back to Jules, because Jules has got a couple of things that she'd like to give and she'd like to put forward as well.
Yeah, sure. And just to sort of recap on exactly what we do. So the business that Marnie and I've created is called Authority Game Changers. And it's literally like a done for you 12-month package where we come in, we create your website, we do all of your social media, we do your blog articles, we get you published in prominent locations, we get you on seen and heard in different podcasts. Marnie's the tech wizard where she gets all of the SEOs backlinked to your website. So if you Google, for a little bit of, what would you call it? I've just had a mind blank. For a little bit of results, if you Google Marnie Homer's name in Google, she literally comes up on the first 7 pages of Google. And the reason why that is, she's all over it. Like you can't find, nobody else will come up except for Marnie Homer for the first 7 pages of results. And the reason is because of what Marnie's great at is, we create blog articles based on exactly what your particular people in your niche want to know, what your audience is asking, what's ranking highly in Google. And she's just a genius at it. She really is. In one of her last businesses, she's got, I think, 14 million views on the Google reviews. I mean, Marnie knows her stuff when it comes to this. So if you, are really looking at building your authority, and want somebody who wants a team behind you that knows exactly, we've got a team of copywriters, we've got the teams that do all of everything for you, we do the posting, we've got the VAs, we've got the whole team there ready to go. But I've dropped that link in there for you. So as our free gift for you guys tonight there is a free ebook in there. It's 9 Ways to Be Seen and Heard Today. Now, the other thing what Marnie said is what we've done is bringing in the mindset factor, is because what happens when you become seen and heard, as you build your audience, you also build your tribe of haters and backlashes and people that want to tear you down, or you'll get an influx of leads and you just don't have the capacity to handle it, or your systems or your teams aren't all on board. And so what I do is a personal breakthrough session, either with you as an individual business owner or with you and your team, to help you restructure, finding the genius zones, finding what are the skill sets of the people in your team and making sure that they are in the right seats on the bus. So basically we do a full personalized breakthrough with either yourself or your team. So that's really cool. And the other thing I wanted to talk about, just as a little bit of feedback for you guys tonight, when we talk about the mindset stuff, a couple of tips I wanted to talk about is getting your mindset sorted. So in order for you to be successful in your business, a couple of things that need to happen is, number one, your mindset needs to be rock solid, and so does your belief systems. And, you know, Naomi, you hit a nail on the head earlier when you said you've got to enjoy what you do. And so it's about helping you create a values aligned business. And if you're in a position in your business where something's not working, either you're doing everything you can and you feel like you just either got no time left, or you're bringing home whatever is left for yourself to your family and your loved ones, or your bank balance doesn't match your energy output, then there's something out of alignment there. And so it's all about, you know, yes, enjoying what you do and finding those things. And that's where we come in with mindset stuff, is helping you create that values aligned business, because your energy should match the reward in your bank account, and your energy in your business should also give you the energy that you need to do the things that you love most. And if it's enjoying spending quality time with your family, then ask yourself the question, you know, is that where you're at in your business right now? And so that's where we just come and, you know, help I guess, tweak things. And John Altridge also mentioned earlier, you know, about business blunders. So I've worked with business owners from all across the globe in multiple different industries. I've worked with construction industry, I've worked with fitness professionals, I've worked with accountants, financial people, and it's so interesting. I've seen that many business blunders going on, and realistically, like, we make so many mistakes, but it usually comes down to just not being in alignment with our values. Something's out of alignment there. So that's really where we come in. And even Pyle mentioned the elevation of consciousness. And that's obviously what we do, you know, with the training and certification that I do with our coaches, and what we teach people is, you know, elevating the consciousness and bringing you in alignment with your true values, and making sure that your business is a direct reflection of you and your highest self, basically. So that's what we do. And yeah, we're really looking forward to, hopefully, if it you know, resonates with any of you, or if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. We're just here to serve. But go ahead and download that ebook. Marnie's created an amazing ebook there, 9 ways to be seen and heard, today. And so there's some stuff that you can actually go and implement pretty much right away. I've just put the link back in the chat box for you all. And again, please feel free to reach out and connect. And yeah, we can answer any questions.
Yeah, I'm here to help, guys. It's like wonderful. Bye.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Round of applause to Jules and Marnie. A big thank you. And just to clarify, so with that link, Authority Game Changer, people can check it out. You'd love some website feedback, plus they can download the ebook there. Is that correct?
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
If you like it, I'll just do a quick screen share with you guys. So that's the link that I sent you.
Yep.
Simply just pop your name, your email, and we will dump that ebook straight into your inbox. And feel free to check out the website. Like Marnie just mentioned, we literally just put, there's heaps of testimonials, success stories, all the good stuff in there. Feel free to check out anything that we do in here, and press some buttons, see if you can break it. Give us some feedback. We would love any feedback that you've got. And we're all about, you know, tweaking as we go and making things better along the way as well. Yeah.
Oh,
Richard's already
amazing.
managed to break something for me, so thanks, Richard. Awesome.
Oh, if anything's to be broken digitally, Richard will be the Molotov cocktail you throw into the mix. That's for sure. There we go.
Oh, and he says I need a proper chat box. Yeah, I probably actually do, Richard. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, Richard, looks like you got a new customer. Richard, you got some work to do in the morning, my friend. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, right, Horse, big thank you. Just got to say, it's really, really good. Just to show, we're going to finish up the event now. So it's really good. So book in for our next one. So what I'd love you all to do, please connect with everyone. Again, if you're watching the recording, which should be hitting my database, make sure you connect with everyone you've seen on the call. We're going to move to our closing thoughts now. And what the closing thoughts is I pick someone, whoever I'm feeling in the moment, to deliver a powerful closing thoughts. And I don't know what it is, but Alexander Kittle, he's been so quiet today. And I was actually finally met Alexander Kittle. Pyle and I went to Canberra the other day, and we met the legendary Alexander Kittle. And Alexander, I was going to say, great having you with us. Do you want to give us a closing thought just to keep us all winning over the next week? What's on your mind, Alexander?
Well, the winning thought, it'll probably be because not because I met you on the Wednesday. It was actually one of the other meetups. I actually met my almost emotional mini-me. And it's surprising that who you meet. We shared similar work experiences. We had similar thoughts about the fitness industry, similar thoughts about what our futures need to be, similar sports activities. It was a interesting fact that a person at 55 to meet someone that's in the late 30s had similar experiences at me at the end of the day. So your meetups, whether they're in person or in Zoom, you're chatting online, you'll be so surprised who you meet and who you connect with, whether or not you do business with them or not, or you turn them into a lifetime friend. Don't be afraid to go to these meetups.
Oh, well said. I'm going to say big round of applause to you, Alexander Kittle. So what we'll do is we'll finish off the evening. Thank you for coming. Please book your Zooms, connect with each other, and of course, see you next time. Round of applause, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye,
everyone. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Ed. See ya.
Yeah, night.